What happens when you connect ChatGPT and Alexa into one tiny cube? Well, that's what I wanted to find out. This little $99 device called the ChatMaster Cube claims to be the world's first dual AI home assistant. And I've been testing it out for the last week. Let's talk about it. Full disclosure, ChatMaster sent me this device. They reached out via email, asked if I would be interested after seeing some of my different AI videos and stuff. And you might be asking,
what is the ChatMaster Cube?
Well, this is a device that has Alexa on it. I don't actually need you.
I'm not sure how to help you with that.
But then it also has ChatGPT on it. So it's a dual device where you can still have it connected to your home network, doing all the things that your normal would do, but then you can also have a ChatGPT assistant that you can talk to when you need something like more deeper answers or something that, you know, isn't able to provide. The specifications of it: quad-core CPU, operating system, it says Linux, speakers a 3-watt × 1 plus a passive radiator ×2. It also has a 2-mic far-field array system, and it has Wi-Fi 802.11bgn. All right, so let's go ahead and pop her open and take a look. So, get rid of that. So first things I'm noticing is, number one, it's light and it's also a little like top heavy. Like all the weight's kind of in the top and it looks like this is where all the sound and everything comes out as the bottom. One thing I noticed is it doesn't come with a power brick. I feel like nothing does anymore. You gotta buy them separately, but it does come with the USB-C adapter. And I'm hoping my computer will be enough to power it. We're gonna plug it into the computer system. So we gotta download the ChatMaster app. Oh, this is gonna be one of those apps where it's not actually on the Play Store and you have to download it like as a third-party thing. I'm not a fan of those, man. But for the sake of a YouTube video, I'm gonna do it. Okay, it is installed. My hope would be that they're working on getting in the Play Store and the App Store. So let me go ahead and create an account real quick. It is required that you create an account. There's no way around it. Press and hold the action button. So for 5 seconds. Okay, I think that's supposed to be orange, but that is definitely yellow. In the app, it says flashing yellow. So they definitely need to fix some stuff here for sure. Log in with Amazon. We got to connect our Amazon account. Again, is that a good thing to do? I don't know. Are we gonna do it though for the sake of a YouTube video? Absolutely. It looks like then you can do a voice. Hey, Sonny, how are you doing today? Oh, apparently you got to be very specific. Hi, Sonny, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm just a computer program, so I don't have feelings, but I'm here and ready to help you with any questions
Sonny,
you have.
Stop.
Sure. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 different voices. The app doesn't really do anything else outside of all of, basically logging into your Amazon account and then selecting a voice and then selecting the temperature of the large language model, which is using ChatGPT. Sonny, do you think you can help me do some brainstorming?
Of course, I'd be happy to help you brainstorm. What topic or project are you working on?
I'm trying to come up with ideas for a YouTube video.
Great, here are some ideas for a YouTube video across various genres. 1. How-to tutorial videos.
Sonny,
hobby.
Stop. I do like the continuity with it, meaning I liked that I could ask a question and then immediately follow up with a question, and I don't have to re-say the wake-up word. It just kind of picks up and goes. You can see right now, because I started talking right after that last one, it's actually still doing that right now and picking up everything that I said. Isn't that right?
It sounds like you're reflecting on the differences between using a voice interactive AI and a text-based one like this.
Next thing I want to know is, does it have memory like ChatGPT? Will it remember my name the next time I talk to it? Sonny, my name is Derek.
Nice to meet you. Derek, how can I assist you today? Whether it's brainstorming ideas, answering questions, or anything else, I'm here to help.
Sonny, what is my name?
Your name is Derek.
Okay, it remembered my name. You would be surprised at how many large language model systems that people build, because they're obviously using, you know, a large language model's API. They didn't build their own large language model to do all this, but you'd be surprised at how many still don't have a memory feature enabled. Now let's test the Alexa side of things. Alexa, what's the weather outside?
Currently, in Warren it's 65 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies. Tonight, you can expect showers, with a low of 44 degrees.
Okay, so that is much, much quicker. It doesn't take as long to think. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same thing, it's just on a different speaker, but let's just make sure by trying to have it turn off, or we'll have it try to turn on these stream lights and then back off. Alexa, turn on my stream lights. Very good. Alexa, turn off the streaming lights. All right, so it's quick, it's fast, that works. Now I will say, the biggest thing I see right now with it is, again, it's nice that I can be doing something, and if something pops in my head that I need to discuss with an AI, I use AI a lot for brainstorming and stuff. It's nice that I don't have to open an app or anything. It's really not that hard for me to open up the app on my cell phone, the ChatGPT app, and then also have access to the advanced voice mode. That's really the biggest thing with this, is how slow its responses are. If they can speed that up, cool little device. But that's the biggest drawback, because with advanced voice, let's just give an example here. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good, can't complain. I'm just sitting here recording a YouTube video right now, and I wanted to show my audience the difference between a device that I received from a company where it has a large language model like yourself built into it, and how it was slow at responding back to me, but yet with ChatGPT in their advanced voice mode, basically you respond back to me almost instantaneously once I stop speaking.
That sounds like a fun video.
But as you can see, if I want to do something where I'm trying to talk and have a conversation with an AI, using that advanced voice mode is just so much nicer, because it's almost like just talking to a person. Whereas with this, again, I gotta wait for the responses and stuff. Sunny, why do you think it takes you so long to respond back to me after I ask you something?
Response time can vary based
Oh,
on
that's
several
painstakingly
factors,
slow.
such as the complexity of the question.
Oh, that's painstakingly slow.
Speed.
Yeah, so that's what they gotta fix. They gotta figure that out, why that takes so long and how to speed that process up. And I will say the one nice thing is, I'm sure they'll have updates over time, and even as OpenAI does new things come out, new features and stuff, they'll be able to incorporate those. But also that it could just use my OpenAI account like it uses my Amazon account, but my memory that's saved to ChatGPT, it could basically have all those same memories and stuff, and that instead of it being its own thing with its own memory, it combined with that. What would be even cooler is if they made it to where you could choose which large language model you wanted to use. So in the app, maybe they can make it so you can switch between like Llama, ChatGPT, you know, any other one that you might want to or whatever. The speaker's not the greatest, but it's fine. It's good enough. I wouldn't be listening to music on this thing, but honestly, there is some disparities between the user manual and what they sent me, and even what's in the app itself when you open it, so I'm unsure. But overall, it's a nice little device. I mean, it's only 99 bucks. I like that it's USB-C and comes with a USB-C cable. Doesn't come with a power brick, but that's not that big of a deal. 100 bucks. Check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description below. All right, until next time, thanks for watching. Love your faces. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody. Later, nerds.